Others say, I've got 2 touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
The Jets take over. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home. Mike 56, Mike 56. Let's go.
Darnold now to throw. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 10. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. And the Falcons have opened up the lead there to a couple of scores. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Jump, there. Get wide. Watch the ass.
The tackle there by Brian Poole.
60 outlaw.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
35.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. Yep. Push him back. Switches. 22 jet bombers.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a handoff looking right. And take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mike 47, check Mike 47. Check tight end, check tight. Check tight.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Check back, check back.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Come on, set.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check 24, check 24.
2nd and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll look to throw here. He's got it at the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a jet touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A good spot to throw, and indeed they'll come out with 4 wide receivers here on 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
6-6, pull it back. Let's bring it. No. Undercrunch. Watch the safety creep. Whip.
They'll try and get it with Geis, and he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
Check 49. X3, 218, jump. Hey, wahoo! Look at me, zipper! No, check that. We're gonna Mike 52 right here. 52. Watch the out. 52's the Mike. 61, matchbox lights. Hey, Charlie. Safe. Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they've burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard.
All day, baby, all day.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. 1st half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here drive.
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Watch the run. They're running it. 56. Hey, Delta. 56, right there, 56. I'm coming. Yo, 86, the mark, boys, 56. Check, 56.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check the out. Watch safety creep.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 12, Darnold escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Right there. Watch the screen.
Here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Pilot, 64, weak. Slam.
They'll set up to throw, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
17 there and a New Orleans 1st down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Ready, ready.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Deuce. Hey, Sam off. Check. Lucky.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
Come on, set.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Alpha.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. He gets it in the hands of Geis. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
35's the mic.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
At the 19-yard line.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up second and 12. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. On the ground, Geis, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Darius Geis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Hey, Foxtrot.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Here we go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Wiggles free. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. It's a gain of 34.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
I can't believe they even let you play. 22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. Snap.
They'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Kamara trying again. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not total. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. He will push his way down to about the 14. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now they try the right side here. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Saints, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.